Alright, so now I just gotta wait to see if this is actually going. And then, yeah. I just want the chat. It's actually started, that's good. Alright, that's great. Hi everybody who can hear me now, hopefully. I wish there was a way to pop out the... Oh, I can do that. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. I can hear myself and I hate it. Alright. So, hi dudes. You can hopefully now see your chat. So that's great. You guys all know why we're here. So that's a thing. And so we're going to have tons of fun in this horrible thing, but I have got someone joining me, so it's not just me who has to live in this terrible life. I have someone joining me via Discord called Join My Discord. Join it! I will personally eat all of your honey if you do not join my Discord call, and that is a threat. Alright, so say hi, dude. Wait, I'm gonna wonder... I'm gonna make sure they can actually hear you. Alright, say hi again. Hopefully they can hear you. Tell me if they can't hear you. If not, it sounds like I'm talking to someone who isn't there, but I promise I'm talking to someone. I haven't gotten crazy. Oh no. I'm talking to myself. Woo. I actually am talking to myself, but no one can hear. Is my mic actually muted, or can you hear me over the thing? Because I'm getting a little bit of your mic is muted in chat. Can you actually hear me? Okay, then it's just a troll. That's fine. I bet Jury won't see this. I bet I will. It's time to begin. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off of the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care about what humans think is impossible. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Let's shake it up a little. Barry, breakfast is ready. Coming, hang on a second. Barry uses his antenna like a phone. Hello? Through phone. Barry? Adam! Can you believe this is happening? I can't. I'll pick you up. Barry flies down. Should I read that or should I not? I don't know. Alright, I'll read it then. Looking sharp. Use the stairs. Your father paid good money for those. I'm sorry, I'm just excited. Here's the graduate. Very proud of you, son. A perfect report card. All B's. Very proud. Ma, I got a thing going here. You've got lint on your fuzz. Ow, that's me. Wave to us. We'll be in row. I can't read. That number. I'm not going to say it because I know I'm going to get made fun of in the chat. Barry, I told you, stop flying in the house. Barry drives through the hive and is waved at by Adam, who is reading a newspaper. Hi, Adam. Hey, Barry. Adam gets in Barry's car. Is that the fuzz gel? A little. Special day. Graduation. Never thought I'd make it. Barry pulls away from the house and continues driving. 3 days grade school, 3 days high school. Those were awkward. 3 days college. I'm glad I took a day and hitchhiked around the hive. You did come back different. Barry and Adam pass by Archie, who is jogging. Hi, Barry. Archie, growing a mustache? Looks good. Hear about Frankie? Yeah. You going to the funeral? No, I'm not going to his funeral. Everybody knows sting someone you die. Don't waste it on a squirrel. Such a hothead. I guess he could have just gotten out of the way. The car does a barrel roll on the loop-shaped bridge and lands on the highway. I love incorporating an amusement park into our regular day. I guess that's why they say we don't need vacations. Barry parallel parks the car, and together they fly over to the graduating students. Boy, quite a bit of pomp under the circumstances. Barry and Adam sit down and put on their hats. Well, Adam, today we are men. We are bee men. Amen. Puns. Hallelujah. Students, faculty, distinguished bees, please welcome Dean Buswell. Welcome, new Hive City graduating class of 915. That concludes our ceremonies and begins your career at Honeydex Industry. Will we pick our job today? Adam and Barry get into the tour bus. I heard it's just orientation. Tour buses rise off the ground as students are automatically loaded into the buses. Heads up, here we go. Keep your hands and antennas inside the tram at all times. I wonder what it's like. A little scary. Welcome to Honeydex, a division of Hunsco and a part of the Hexagon Group. That's it! Wow. The bus drives down a road on the other side of Bee's massive, complicated honey-making machines. Sip of water. Because you have to stay hydrated or get dehydrated. We know that you, as a bee, have worked your whole life to get to the point where you can work your whole life. Honey begins when our valent pollen jocks bring back the nectar to the hive. Our top secret formula is automatically color-corrected, scent-adjusted, and bubble-contoured into this soothing sweet syrup with its distinctive golden glow you know as... Click. Honey! The guide has been collecting honey into a bottle. She throws it back into the crowd on the bus and is caught by a girl in the back. That girl was hot. She's my cousin. Is she? Yeah. We're all cousins. You're right. Sweet home Alabama. At Huntex, we constantly strive to improve every aspect of bee existence. These bees are stress testing a new helmet technology. The bus passes a bee wearing a helmet who is being smashed into the ground with fly swatters, newspapers, and boots. He lifts a thumb, but you can hear him groan. What do you think he makes? Not enough. Here we have our latest advancement, the Krellman. They pass a wheel with bees standing on pegs who are each wearing a finger-shaped hat. Wow, what does that do? It catches that little strand of honey that hangs after you pour it. Saves us millions. Can anyone work on the Krellman? Of course. Most bee jobs are small ones, but bees know that every small job, if done well, means a lot. But choose carefully, because you'll stay in the job you pick for the rest of your life. Everyone claps, except for Barry. Thank you for subscribing. The same job for the rest of your life? I didn't know that. What's the difference? Today, you'll be happy to know that as a species, bees haven't had one day off in 27 million years. So, you'll just work us to death? We'll sure try. Everyone on the bus laughs except for Barry. Barry and Adam are walking back home together. Wow, that blew my mind. What's the difference? How can you say that? One job forever, that's an insane choice to make. I'm relieved. We only have to make one decision in life. But Adam, how could they have never told us that? Why would you question anything? We're bees. We're the most perfectly functioning society on Earth. Ever think that maybe things work a little too well here? Like what? Give me one example. Thank you for subscribing. Barry and Adam stop walking, and it is revealed to the audience that hundreds of cars are speeding by and narrowly missing them in perfect unison. I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. Please clear the gate. Royal Nectar Force on approach. Wait a second, check it out. The pollen jocks fly in, circle around, and land in line. Hey, those are the pollen jocks. Wow, I've never seen them this close before. They know what it's like outside of the hive. Yeah, but some don't come back. Hey, jocks. Hi, jocks. The pollen jocks hook up their backpacks to machines that pump the nectar to the trucks and drive away. You guys did great! You're monsters! The Sky Freaks! I love it! Punching the pollen jocks in joy. I love it! I wonder where they were. I don't know. Their day's not planned. Outside the hive, flying who knows where, doing who knows what. You can't decide to be a pollen jock. You're bred for that. Right. Barry and Adam are covered in some pollen that floated off the pollen jocks. Look at me. There's more pollen on than you and I will see in a lifetime. Why do I torture myself like this? Because I've got nothing else to do. Fun, at least. It's just a status symbol. Bees make too much of it. Perhaps, unless you're wearing it and the ladies see you wearing it. Barry waves at the two girls standing a little away from them. Those ladies? Aren't they our cousins too? Distant. Look at these two. A couple of hive Harrys. Let's have some fun with them. It must be dangerous being a pollen jock. Yeah. Once a bear pinned me against a mushroom, had its paw on my throat, and with the other, he was slapping me. He slaps Adam with his hand to represent the scenario. Oh my! I never thought I'd knock him out. What were you doing during this? Obviously, I was trying to alert the authorities. I can autograph that. The pollen jocks walk up to Barry and Adam. They pretend that Barry and Adam really are pollen jocks. A little gusty out there today, wasn't it, comrades? Yeah, gusty. We're hitting a sunflower patch 6 miles from here tomorrow. 6 miles, huh? Barry! A puddle jump for us. But maybe you're not up for it. Maybe I am. You are not. We're gonna go at 0900 at J Gate. What do you think, Buzzy boy? Are you B enough? I might be, but that depends on what 0900 means. The scene cuts to Barry looking out on the hive city from his balcony at night. Hey, honey! Dad, you surprise me. You decide what you're interested in? Well, there's a lot of choices, but you only get one. You ever get bored doing the same job every day? Son, let me tell you about stirring. You grab that stick, you move it around, you stir it around, you get yourself into a rhythm. It's a beautiful thing. You know, Dad, the more I think of it, maybe the honey field just isn't right for me. You were thinking of what? Making balloon animals? That's a bad job for a guy with a stinger. Janet, your son says he's not sure he wants to go into honey. Barry, you are funny sometimes. I'm not trying to be funny. You're not funny. You're going into honey. Our son, the stirrer. You're going to be a stirrer? No one is listening to me. Wait until you see the sticks I have. I could say anything right now. I'm going to get an ant tattoo. Barry's parents don't listen to him and continue to ramble on. Let's open some honey and celebrate. Maybe I'll pierce my thorax, shave my antenna, shack up with a grasshopper, get a gold tooth and call everyone dog. I'm so proud. The scene cuts to Barry and Adam waiting in line to get the job. We're starting work today. Today's the day. Come on! All the good jobs will be gone. Yeah, right. Pollen counting, stunt bee, pouring, stirrer, front desk, hair removal. The bee in front of the line. Is it still available? Hang on, 2 left. One of them's yours. Congratulations. Step onto the side. What'd you get? Stellar! He walks away. Wow! Couple of newbies. Yes, sir. Our first day. We're ready. Make your choice. Adam and Barry look up at the job board. There are hundreds of constantly changing panels that contain available or unavailable jobs. It looks very confusing. You've never seen the movie, Crystal? I haven't either, so this is just me reading the script for no apparent reason. Because why not? You want to go first? No, you. Oh my, what's available? Restroom attendants open, not for the reason you think. Any chance of getting Krellman? Sure, you're on. Puts Krellman finger hat on Adam's head. Suddenly, the sign for Krellman closes out. I'm sorry, Krellman just closed. Takes Adam's hat off. Wax monkey's always open. The Krellman opened up again. What happened? A bee died. Makes an opening. See, he's dead. Another dead. Deadly. Deadified. 2 more dead. Dead from the neck up. Dead from the neck down. That's life. Oh, this is so hard. Barry remembers what the pollen jocks offered him, and he flies off. Heating, cooling, stumpy, pour, stir, humming, inspector, number 7, lint coordinator, stripe supervisor, mite wrangler. Barry, what do you think I should... Barry? Adam turns around and sees Barry flying away. Barry? All right, we've got the sunflower patch in quadrant 9. What happened to you? Where are you? I'm going out. Out? Out where? Out there. Oh no, I have to. Before I work for the rest of my life, you're gonna die. You're crazy. Hello? Another call coming in. Anyone feeling brave today? There's a Korean deli on the 83rd that just gets their roses today. Hey guys. Give me a sec. Alright, I'm back. My dog started barking, so I had to say something. So that's that. Alright, so I'm gonna continue this after another sip of water. And another call out. Join my Discord. And I saw some of you saying you don't have honey. You do have honey, and I will steal it from you. Just a thing. I don't know. Join my Discord. I don't know. I'm already dying inside. Isn't that the kid we saw yesterday? Hold it, son. Flight deck's restricted. It's okay, Lou. We're gonna take him up. Puts a hand on Barry's shoulder. Really? Feeling lucky, are ya? Sign here. Here. Just initial that. Thank you. Okay, you got rain advisory today, and as you know, bees cannot fly in the rain, so be careful. As always, watch your brooms, hockey sticks, birds, dogs, bears, and bats. Also, I got a couple of reports of root beer being poured on us. Murphy's in a home because of it, battling like a cicada. Thank you for subscribing. That's awful! And as a reminder to you rookies, bee law number 1. Absolutely no talking to humans. Alright, launch positions. The pollen jocks run into formation. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, 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 buzz. Black and yellow, hello. You ready for this hot shot? Yeah, bring it on. Wind, check. Antenna, check. Nectar pack, check. Wings, check. And stinger, check. Scared out of my shorts, check. Thank you for subscribing. Am I actually? Did I remember to? I did remember to unmute me. All right. Got scared there for a second. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, ladies, let's move it out. Pound those petunias, you striped stem suckers. All ya, drain those flowers. The pollen jocks fly out of the hive. Wow, I'm out. I can't believe I'm out. So blue. I feel so fast and free. Box kite. Barry flies through the kite. Wow. Flowers. A pollen jock puts on some high-tech goggles that shows flowers similar to heat sink goggles. Don't know if I read that right. This is Blue Leader. We have roses. Visual. Bring it around 30 degrees and hold it. Roses. 30 degrees, Roger. Bringing it around. Stand to the side, kid. It's got a bit of a kick. The pollen jock fires a high-tech gun at the flower, shooting tubes that suck up the nectar from the flower and collects it into a pouch on the gun. That's one nectar collector. Ever see pollination up close? No, sir. Barry and the pollen jock fly over the field. Pollen jock sprinkles pollen as he goes. I pick up some pollen here. Sprinkle it over there. Maybe a dash over there. A pinch on that one. See that? A little bit of magic. That's amazing. Why do we do that? That's pollen power. More pollen, more flowers, more nectar. More honey for us. Cool. I'm picking up a lot of bright yellow. Could be daisies. Don't we need those? Copy that visual. Wait, one of these flowers seems to be on the move. See that again? You're reporting a moving flower. Affirmative. The pollen jocks land near the flowers, which, to the audience, are obviously just tennis balls. That was on the line! This is the coolest. What is it? I don't know, but I'm loving this color. It smells good. Not like a flower, but I like it. Yeah, fuzzy. Sticks his hand on the ball, but gets stuck. Chemically. The pollen jock finally gets his hand free from the tennis ball. Careful, guys, it's a little grabby. The pollen jock turns and sees Barry lying his entire body on it. My sweet lord of bees! Candy Brain, get off of there! Problem. A human hand reaches down and grabs the tennis ball that Barry is stuck to. Guys, this could be bad. Affirmative. Vanessa Bloom starts bouncing the tennis ball, not knowing Barry is stuck to it. Very close. Gonna hurt. Mama's little boy. Barry is being hit back and forth by the two humans playing tennis. He is still stuck to the ball. Yeah, when it gets to You Like Jazz, I expect my entire chat to be just spammed with that. If it isn't, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. I'm going to move this to something new. Sure, we're going to go with that one. There you go. You're way out of position, rookie. Coming in at you like a missile. Barry flies past the pollen jock, still stuck to the ball. Barry, in slow motion. Help me! I don't think those are flowers. Should we tell him? I think he knows. What is this? Match point. You can start picking up, honey, because you're about to eat it. A pollen jock coughs, which confused Ken, and he hits the ball in the wrong way with Barry stuck to it, and it goes flying into the city. Yowzers! Barry bounces around town and gets stuck in the engine of a car. He flies into the air conditioner and sees a bug that was frozen in there. Ew! Gross! The man driving the car turns on the air conditioner, which blows Barry into the car. There's a bee in the car! Do something! I'm driving! Hi, bee. Barry smiles and waves at the baby girl. He's back here! He's gonna sting me! Nobody move. If you don't move, he won't sting you. Freeze! Barry freezes as well, hovering in the middle of the car. He blinked! The grandma whips out some bee spray and sprays everywhere in the car, climbing to the front seat, still trying to spray Barry. Spray him, Granny! What are you doing? Barry escapes the car through the air conditioner and is flying high above the ground, safe. Wow, the tension level out here is unbelievable. Barry sees the storm clouds that are gathering. He can see rain clouds moving in his direction. I gotta get home. I can't fly in the rain. I can't fly in the rain. What's happening, Mercury? I am just reading the Bee Movie, and that is it. A raindrop hits Barry, and one of his wings is damaged. Can't fly in the rain. A second raindrop hits Barry again, and he spirals downwards. Mayday! Mayday! Bee going down. World War II plane sound effects are played as he plummets and crash lands into the plant on the inside of an apartment near a window. Ken, could you close the window, please? Hey, want to check out my new resume? I made it into a fold-out brochure. You see? Folds brochure resume out. Folds out. Ken closes the window, trapping Barry inside. Oh no, more humans. I don't need this. Barry tries to fly away, but smashes into the window and falls again. What was that? Barry keeps trying to fly out the window, but he keeps being knocked back because the window is closed. Maybe this time, drapes! Barry taps the glass. He doesn't understand what it is. This is diabolical. It's fantastic. It's got all my special skills, even my top 10 favorite movies. What's number 1? Star Wars? Nah, I don't go for that. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. My parents are cool, and she had to ask me something, so... yeah. I'm back. I'm gonna check my mic's working. Yes, it is. Sorry for that, guys. My mom just had to ask me something, so that's the thing. Ken makes a finger guns and makes pew-pew sounds, then stops. Kinda stuff. No wonder we shouldn't talk to them. They're out of their minds. I agree, Star Wars is way better. When I leave a job interview, they're flabbergasted. Can't believe what I say. There's the sun. Maybe it's a way out. Starts flying towards the light bulb. I don't remember the sun having a big 75 on it. Barry hits the light bulb and falls into the dip on the table that the humans are sitting at. I predicted global warming. I could just feel it getting hotter. At first, I thought it was just me. Andy dips a chip into the bowl and scoops it up with some dip. Barry is on it and is about to be put on his mouth. Thank you for subscribing. I've gone through like 7 pages already. I am dying inside. Oh, don't say to read another script, because I actually will, and I do not want to do that to myself. Wait! Stop! Bee! Andy drops the chip with Barry in fear and backs away. All the humans freak out. Stand back! These are winter boots! Ken has winter boots on his hand and is about to smash the bee, but Vanessa saves him last second. Wait, don't kill him! Vanessa puts Barry in a glass to protect him. You know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me. Why does his life have less value than yours? Why does his life have any less value than mine? Is that your statement? Thank you for subscribing, both of you. I'm just saying that all life has value. You don't know what he's capable of feeling. Vanessa picks up Ken's brochure and puts it under the glass so she can carry Barry back to the window. Barry looks at Vanessa in amazement. My brochure! There you are, little guy. Vanessa opens the window and lets Barry out, but Barry stays back and is still shocked that a human saved his life. I'm not scared of him. It's an allergic thing. Put that on your resume brochure. My whole face could puff up. Make it one of your special skills. Knocking someone out is also a very special skill. Ken walks to the door. Right. Bye, Vanessa. Thanks, Vanessa. Next week, yogurt, right? Sure, Ken. Whatever. Vanessa tries to close the door. You could put carob chips on there. Bye. Closes the door, but Ken opens it again. It's supposed to be less calories. Bye. Closes door. Fast forward to the next day. Barry is still inside the house. He flies towards the kitchen where Vanessa is doing the dishes. I gotta say something. She saved my life. I gotta say something. All right. Here it goes. But you guys better do this. Turns back. Nah, what am I saying? I could really get in trouble. It's bee law. You're not supposed to talk to a human. I can't believe I'm gonna do this. I've got to. Barry disguises himself as a character on the food as Vanessa walks by again. Oh, I can't do it. Come on. No. Yes, no. Do it. I can't. How should I do it? Barry strikes a pose and begins to wriggle his eyebrows. You guys better get ready to spam. You like jazz? No, that's no good. Vanessa is about to walk past Barry. Here she comes. Speak, you fool! Hi! Vanessa gasps and drops the dishes in fright. Notices Barry on the counter. I'm sorry. You're talking. Yes, I know. Pointing at Barry. You're talking. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. It's fine. I know I'm dreaming. I just don't recall going to bed. Well, I'm sure that is very disconcerting. This is just a bit of a surprise to me. I mean, you're a bee. What have I done? No, Strawberry, let them spam. I love this. Just for this bit, though. Just for this bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Strawberry. I'm sorry. I am. Am I not supposed to be doing this? Pointing towards the living room where Ken tried to kill him last night. But they were all trying to kill me. And if it wasn't for you, I had to thank you. It was just how I was raised. Vanessa stabs her hand with a fork to test whether or not she's dreaming or not. That was a little weird. I'm talking with a bee. Yeah, talking to a bee. And the bee is talking to me. I just want to say I'm grateful. I'll leave now. Barry turns to leave. Wait! How did you learn to do that? What? The talking thing? Same way you did, I guess. Mama, Dada, honey. You pick it up. That's very funny. Yeah, bees are funny. If we didn't laugh, we'd cry. We'd have to deal with, Anyway. This chat has gone to absolute. Yes, this chat has gone to absolute trash. You can let them spam, but just for this bit, I'd say I'm surprised no one is. Oh, is this locked? I don't think it is locked. I'm surprised no one has joined our Discord call, I'm gonna be honest. Alright. Maybe it's locked. I don't know. Oh, it's at... No, never mind. I thought I was an idiot for half a second. What's up? What'd you say? Your mic was cutting out. Oh, it's locked? So they can't join it? Oh, that was the thing. That's why people weren't joining. Alright. Alright. Join my Discord, that's the thing. Can I get you something? Like what? I don't know. I mean, coffee? I don't want to put you out. It's no trouble. It takes 2 minutes. It's just coffee. Oh, I'd hate to impose. Vanessa starts making coffee. Don't be ridiculous. Actually, I'd love a cup. Hey, you want rum cake? I shouldn't. Have some. No, I can't. Come on. I'm trying to lose a couple micrograms. Where? These stripes don't help. You look great. I know you're just... I don't know if you know anything about fashion. Are you all right? Pouring coffee on the floor and missing the cup completely. No. Flash forward in time. Barry and Vanessa are sitting together at a table on top of an apartment building, drinking coffee. He's making the tie in the cab, and they're flying up Madison. When he finally gets there, he runs up the steps of the church. The wedding is on, and he says, "Watermelon? I thought you said watermelon. Why would I marry a watermelon?" Barry laughs, but Vanessa looks confused. Is that a bee joke? That's the kind of stuff we do. Yeah, different. So what are you gonna do, Barry? Barry stands on top of a sugar cube, floating in his coffee, and paddles it around with a straw, like it's a gondola. About work? I don't know. I want to do my part for the hive, but I don't know if I can do it the way they want. I know how you feel. You do? Sure. My parents wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor, but I wanted to be a florist. Really? My only interest is flowers. Our new queen was just elected with that same campaign slogan. Anyway, if you look... Barry points to a tree in the middle of Central. There's my hive, right there. See it? You're in Sheep Meadow. Yes, I'm right off the Turtle Pond. No way! I know that area. I lost a toe ring there once. Why do girls put rings on their toes? Why not? It's like putting a hat on your knee. I'll try that. A custodian is installing a light bulb and looks over to them, but his perspective looks like Vanessa is talking to a cup of coffee on the table. You all right, ma'am? Oh, yeah, fine. Just having 2 cups of coffee. Anyway, this has been great. Thanks for the coffee. Yeah, it's no trouble. Sorry I couldn't finish it. If I did, I'd be up for the rest of my life. Barry points towards the rum cake. Can I take this piece with me? Here, have a crumb. Vanessa hands Barry a crumb, but it's still pretty big for Barry. Thanks. Yeah. All right. Well then, I guess I'll see you two around. Or not. Okay, Barry. And thank you so much again for before. Oh, that? It was nothing. Well, not nothing, but anyway. Vanessa and Barry hold hands, but Vanessa has to hold out a finger because her hands are too big, and Barry holds that. The custodian looks over and it appears Vanessa is laughing at her coffee again. The light bulb he was screwing in sparks, and he falls off the ladder. Yeah, the you like jazz part stopped a while ago. I'm surprised it's still going. Fast forward in time and we see 2 bee scientists testing out a parachute in the Hondex wind tunnel. This can't possibly work. He's all set up and ready to go. We might as well try. Okay, Dave, pull the chute. Dave pulls the chute and the wind slams him against the wall and falls on his face. The camera pans over when we see Barry and Adam walking together. Sounds amazing. It was amazing. It was the scariest, happiest moment of my life. Humans. I can't believe you were with humans. Giant, scary humans. What were they like? Huge and crazy. They talk crazy. They eat crazy giant things. They drive crazy. Do they try and kill you, like on TV? Some of them, but some don't. How'd you get back? Poodle. You did. I'm glad. Now, you saw whatever you wanted to see. You had your experience. And now it's time to pick out your job and be normal. Well, I met someone. Thank you for subscribing. You did? Was she bee-ish? A wasp? Your parents will kill you. No, not a wasp. Spider? I'm not attracted to spiders. Thank you for subscribing again. I know for everyone else it's the hottest thing, but with 8 legs and all, I can't get to by that face. Who is she? She's human. No, that's B-Law. You wouldn't break B-Law. Her name's Vanessa. Adam puts his head in his hands. Oh boy, she's so nice, and she's a florist. Oh no, you're dating a human florist. We're not dating. You were flying outside the hive, talking to humans that attack our homes with power washers and M80s. That's 1/8 of a stick of dynamite. She saved my life, and she understands me. This is over. Eat this. Barry gives Adam a piece of the crumb that he got from Vanessa. Adam eats it. Adam's tone changes. This is not over. What was that? They call it a crumb. It was so stinging stripey. And that's not all they eat. It's what falls off of what they eat. You know what a Cinnabon is? No. Adam opens a door behind him and pulls Barry in. It's bread, cinnamon, and frosty. Yes, I do need water. This is a lot longer than I thought it would be. And I thank you for subscribing. I'm dead inside. I am dead inside. I have finished more than half of my water. I take that back. I've finished 3/4. I am not taking a break because I have been doing this for... How long have I been doing this for? I can't even tell how long I've been doing... Okay, almost 40 minutes. And I will not stand by not making it finish because I am only about halfway done, I think. Never. I will probably take a break when my water runs out, which is probably going to be soon. So... be quiet. They heat it up. Sit down. Adam forces Barry to sit down. Barry, still rambling about Cinnabons. Really hot. Adam grabs Barry by the shoulders. Listen to me. We are not them. We're us. There's us, and then there's them. Yes, but who can deny that the heart is yearning? There is no yearning. Stop yearning. Listen to me. You have got to stop thinking B, my friend. Thinking B. Thinking B. Thinking B. Worker bees and Adam. Thinking B, thinking B, thinking B, thinking B. Flash forward in time. Barry is lying on a raft in a pool full of honey. He's wearing sunglasses. There he is. He's in the pool. You know what your problem is, Barry? Barry pulls down his sunglasses, and he looks annoyed. Barry, sarcastic. I've got to start thinking B. How much longer will this go on? It's been 3 days. Why aren't you working? Yeah. I just got water from my dad. Thank you. He gave me another full thing because he was watching the stream. So hi, Dad. Thank you. I don't have to wait because now I have another full thing of water. He is the best. Why are people leaving the stream? Probably because I'm getting really slow. But, yeah. No, I got my water. That was my break. I have a mention now. What's in my mention? I'm like less than a third of the way done with it? Jesus, that's a lot. All right. Let's get continued then. How much longer will this go on? It's been 3 days. Why aren't you working? Put sunglasses back on. I've got a big life decisions to think about. What life? You have no life. You have no job. You're barely even a bee. Who is my dad? The best person ever. He's right next to my mom. They're like even. Because I think if my dad's watching it, my mom must be too. So I love you, Mom. I've got lots of... Would it kill you to make a little honey? Barry rolls off of the raft and sinks into the honey pool. Barry, come on. Your father's talking to you. Martin, would you talk to him? Barry, I am talking to you. Barry keeps sinking into the honey until suddenly... he is in Central Park having a picnic with Vanessa. Barry has a cup of honey, and he clinks his glass with Vanessa. Suddenly, a mosquito lands on Vanessa, but she slaps it, killing it. They both gasp, and then burst out laughing. You coming? The camera pans over to Vanessa, climbing a small yellow airplane. Got everything? All set. Go ahead. I'll catch up. Vanessa lifts off and flies ahead. Don't be too long. Barry catches up with Vanessa, and he sticks out his arms like an airplane. He rolls from side to side, and Vanessa copies him with the airplane. Watch this! Barry stays back and watches Vanessa draw a heart in the air using pink smoke from the airplane. But on the last loop-de-loop, she suddenly crashes into a mountain, and the plane explodes. The destroyed plane falls into some rocks and explodes a second time. Vanessa... What? As Barry is yelling, his mouth fills with honey and he wakes up, discovering that he was just daydreaming. He slowly sinks back into the honey pool. We're still here. I told you not to yell at him. He doesn't respond to yelling. Then why yell at me? Because you don't listen. I'm not listening to this. Sorry. I've got to go. Where are you going? I'm meeting a friend. A girl. Is this why you can't decide? Bye. Barry flies out the door, and Martin shakes his head. I just hope she's bee-ish. Fast forward in time, and Barry is sitting on Vanessa's shoulder as she is closing up her shop. They have huge parades of flowers every year in Penn, I can't say that. To be in the Tournament of Roses is every florist's dream. Up on a float, surrounded by flowers, crowds cheering. A tournament? Do roses compete in athletic events? No. All right, I've got one. How come you don't fly everywhere? It's exhausting. Why don't you run everywhere? It's faster. Yeah, okay, I see. All right, your turn. TVO. You can't just freeze live TV. That's insane. But you can just freeze live TV? That's insane. You don't have that? We have HIVO. But it's a disease. A horrible, horrible disease. Oh my! A human walks by and Barry narrowly avoids him. Dumb bees. You must want to sting all those jerks. We try not to sting. It's usually fatal to us. So you have to watch your temper. They walk into a store. Very carefully. You kick a wall, you take a walk, write an angry letter, throw it out, work through it like any emotion, anger, jealousy, lust. Suddenly, an employee, Hector, hits Barry off of Vanessa's shoulder. Hector thinks he's saving Vanessa. Oh my goodness, are you okay? Yeah. To Hector, what is wrong with you? It's a bug. It's not bothering anybody. Get out of here, you creep. Vanessa hits Hector across the face with the magazine he had, and then hits him in the head. Hector backs away, covering his head. What was that? Pick and save circular? Vanessa sets Barry back on her shoulder. Yeah, it was. How'd you know? It felt like about 10 pages. 75 is pretty much our limit. You've really got that down to a science. Oh, we have to. I lost a cousin to Italian Vogue. I'll bet. Do I like chess? Barry looks to his right and notices there is honey for sale in the aisle. What in the name of mighty Hercules is this? Barry looks at all the brands of honey, shocked. How did this get here? Kewpie? Golden Blossom? Ray Liotta? Private Select? Barry puts his hands up and slowly turns around, a look of disgust on his face. Is he that actor? I've never heard of him. Why is this here? For people. We eat it. You don't have enough food of your own? Hector looks back and notices Vanessa is talking to Barry. Well, yes. How do you get it? Bees make it. I know who makes it, and it's hard to make. There's heating, cooling, stirring. You need a whole Krellman thing. It's organic. It's our organic. It's just honey, Barry. Just what? Bees don't know about this. This is stealing. A lot of stealing. You've taken our homes, schools, hospitals. This is all we have. And it's on sale? I'm getting to the bottom of this. We're getting to the bottom of all of this. Fast forward in time, Barry paints his face with black stripes like a soldier and sneaks into the storage section of the store. Two men, including Hector, are loading boxes into the trucks. Hey, Hector, you almost done? Almost. Barry takes a step to peek around the corner, whispering, He's here. I sense it. Well, I guess I better go home now. Hector pretends to walk away by walking in place and speaking loudly. I'll just leave this nice honey out with no one around. You're busted, box boy. I knew I heard something. So you can talk. Hey, Alistair with the guns here. Hey, dude. I can talk. And now you'll start talking. Where are you getting the sweet stuff? Who's your supplier? I don't understand. I thought you were upset. I thought we were friends. The last thing we want to do is upset bees. Hector takes a thumbtack out of the board behind him and sword fights Barry. Barry is using his stinger like a sword. You're too late. It's ours now. Sir, you have crossed the wrong sword. You, sir, will be lunch for my iguana. Barry hits the thumbtack out of Hector's hand and Hector surrenders. Where's the honey coming from? Tell me where. Pointing to the leaving truck. Honey Farms. It comes from Honey Farms. Barry chases after the truck, but it is getting away. He flies onto a bicyclist backpack and catches up to the truck. To bicyclist. Crazy person. Barry flies off and lands on the windshield of the Honey Farms truck. Barry looks around and sees dead bugs splattered everywhere. What a horrible thing has happened here. These faces, they never knew what hit them, and now they're on the road to nowhere. Barry hears a sudden whisper. Barry looks up to see Moose Blood, a mosquito, playing dead. Just keep still. What? You're not dead? Do I look dead? They'll wipe anything that moves. Where are you headed? The Honey Farms. I'm on to something huge there. I'm going to Alaska. Moose blood. Crazy stuff. Blows your head off. Another bug, playing dead. I'm going to Tomakata. Barry looks to the other bug. And you? He really is dead. All right. Another bug hits the windshields, and the drivers notice. They activate the windshield wipers. Uh-oh. The windshield wipers are slowly sliding over the dead bugs and wiping them off. What's that? Oh no, a wiper. Triple blade. Triple blade? Jump on. It's your only chance, bee. Moosebud and Barry grab onto the wiper and they hold on as it wipes the windshield. Why does everything have to be so doggone clean? How much do you people need to see? I'm reading this, and all I see in the chat is just lines of orange, and you like jazz. So I know people are watching because I'm getting added every 2 seconds. I can't believe you're reading this whole thing. Neither can I. Neither can I. We're going to swap to this. Oh, that's dumb. We're going to swap to that one. So that's a thing. All right. Oh, I think I would get yelled at, and I would feel like a coward. It would be much easier. It would be much easier. Oh, I thought it was going to be bad, but I didn't think it would be, really bad. So, that was a thing. What? All right, you want to read a page while I go to the restroom real quick? Because nobody can hear you? Oh. Nobody can hear you? Is it you actually like the movie? This movie's great. No, I've never seen it. Can they hear you or can they not? All right. I don't know how to fix that. I'm really sorry. To everyone else, I'm not talking to anyone. This is just me talking to my imaginary friend. Don't believe me, I've actually gone insane. So that's a thing. What I'm not real. You guys really wanted to see my mom, so my mom's reading a page. So that's a thing. Just
talking to the mic, and
Yep.
where'd you leave off?
I started a new page. Thanks.
Okay.
Drury's mom, everybody.
Dreary's mom, everybody. Moose blood. Open your eyes. Stick your head out the window. Radio in the truck from NPR News in Washington. I'm Carl Cassell. But don't kill no more bugs. Moose blood and Barry are washed off by the wiper fluid. Barry. Moose blood guy. Barry starts screaming as he hangs onto the antenna. Suddenly, it is revealed that a water bug is also hanging on the antenna. There is a pause, and then Barry and the water bug both start screaming. Hi, guys. Truck driver. You hear something? Guy in the truck. Like what? Truck driver. Like Tiny screaming? Guy in the truck. Turn off the radio. The antenna starts to lower until it gets too low and sinks into the truck. The water bug flies off and Barry is forced to let go and he's blown away. He luckily lands inside a horn on top of the truck where he finds Moose Blood, who is blown into the same place. Moose Blood. What's up, B-boy? Harry. Hey, Blood. Oh my goodness. Fast forward in time and we see that Barry is deep in conversation with Moose Blood. They have been sitting in this truck for a while. Uh-oh. Now I gotta figure out how to get to the next page. Okay, sorry guys. Barry, just a row of honey jars, as far as the eye could see. Moose Blood. You gotta be kidding me. Moose Blood's about to leave the building. So long, B. Moose Blood leaves and flies into the window of an ambulance where there are other mosquitoes hanging out. All right, she's back, gang.
You enjoy it?
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
Thank you.
I can't believe this was actually a movie.
You have tons of people in the chat saying we love you.
Oh, I love you guys too. Have fun with this ridiculous movie.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
You're watching. You guys are watching the stream, so thanks.
Love you.
Another viewer. Say goodbye to the mom. She's left, but she's cool. My mom is really cool. Yeah, I agree. She is the coolest, and so is my dad. I'm honestly really glad I have a mom and dad who are really, really, what's the word? Accepting, for YouTube and stuff, because otherwise this would be a lot harder for me. She is cool. I'm gonna move the photo again. I think this one, that one's good. Or should I go with this one? Oh, that's good. I like that. All right, time to continue. But thanks, Mom, for letting me take a break. How long have I been honestly streaming for? I've been streaming for 1 hour and 6 minutes. And This isn't my longest stream ever, but it feels like it is. Oh, hey Rex, you're online. How you doing, dude? Mooseblood flies off and leaves onto the window of the ambulance where there are other mosquitoes hanging out. Hey guys, another mosquito. Mooseblood, I knew I'd catch y'all down here. You bring your crazy straw. The truck goes out of view and Barry notices that the truck he's on is pulling to a camp of some sort. We throw it in jars, slap a label on it. It's pretty much pure profit. Barry flies out. What is this place? Bee's got the brain the size of a pinhead. They're all pinheads, pinhead. And check out the new smoker. Oh, sweet. That's the one you want. The Thomas 3000. Smoker? 90 puffs a minute, semi-automatic, twice the nicotine, all the tar. A couple of breaths of this knocks 'em right out. They make the honey, we make the money. They make the honey, we make the money? The beekeeper sprays hundreds of cheap miniature apartments with the smoker. The bees are fainting or passing out. Oh my! What's going on? Are you okay? Barry flies onto one of the apartments and helps a bee couple get to the ground. They're coughing, and it's hard for them to stand. Bee in apartment. Yeah, it doesn't last too long. Do you know you're in a fake hive with fake walls? Our queen was moved here. We had no choice. The apartment room was completely empty, except for a photo on the wall of the queen, who was obviously a man in woman's clothes. This is your queen? That's a man in woman's clothes. That's a drag queen. What is this? What is this movie? Barry flies out and he discovers that there are hundreds of these structures, each housing thousands of bees. Oh no, there's hundreds of them. Barry takes out his camera and takes photos of these bees' work camps. The beekeepers look very evil in all of these depictions. Bee honey. Our honey is being presently stolen on a massive scale. This is worse than anything bears have done. I intend to do something. Flash forward in time, and Barry is showing these photos to his parents. Oh, Barry, stop. Who told you humans are taking our honey? That's a rumor. Do these look like rumors? Holds up pictures. That's a conspiracy theory. These are obviously doctored photos. How did you get mixed up into all of this? He's been talking to humans. What? Talking to humans? He has a human girlfriend, and they make out. Make out? Barry, we do not. You wish you could. Whose side are you on? The bees. I dated a cricket once in San Antonio. Those crazy legs kept me up all night. Barry, this is what you want to do with your life? I want to do it for all of our lives. Nobody works harder than bees, Dad. I remember you coming home so overworked your hands were still stirring. You couldn't stop. I remember that. That's what right do they have to take our honey? We live on 2 cups a year, and they put it in lip balm for no reason whatsoever. Even if it's true, what can one bee do? Sting them where it really hurts, in the face, the eye. That would hurt. No. Up the nose? That's killer. There's only one place you can sting humans. One place where it really matters. Flash forward a bit in time where we're watching the Bee News. Bee News narrator. Hive at 5. The Hive's only full-hour action news source. No more bee beards. With Bob Bumble at the anchor desk. Weather with Storm Stinger. Sports with Buzz Larvae. And Janet Chung. Good evening, I'm Bob Bumble. And I'm Janet Chung. For a Tri-County bee, Barry Benson, intends to sue the human race for stealing our honey, packaging it, and profiting from it illegally. Tomorrow night, on Bee Larry King, we have our 3 former queens here in our studio discussing their new book, Classy Ladies, out this week on Hexagon. The scene changes to an interview on the news with B version of Larry King and Barry. Tonight, we're talking to Barry B. Benson. Did you ever think I'm a kid from the hive? I can't do this. Bees have always been afraid to change the world. But what about B. Columbus? B. Gandhi? B. Jesus? Where I'm from, we never sue humans. We think of sticking a stick ball over candy stores. How old are you? The bee community is supporting you in this case, which will be the trial of Bee Century. I don't know why I'm doing this voice, but you have to live with it for as long as I see Larry King. You know what? They have a Larry King in the human world, too. It's a common name. Next week. He looked like you, and has show and suspenders and colored dots. Next week. Glasses. Quotes on the bottom from the guests, even though you just heard him. Bear next week. They're scary, hairy, and here. Live. Always leans forward. Squinty eyes. Very Jewish. Flash forward in time, we see Vanessa enter and Ken enters behind her. They are arguing. In a tennis, you attack the point of weakness. It was my grandmother, Ken. She's 81. Honey, her backhand is a joke. I'm not going to take advantage of that. To Ken, quiet, please. Actual work is going on here. Is that the same bee? Yes, it is. I'm helping him sue the human race. Hello, bee. This is Ken. Yeah, I remember you, Timberland. Size 10.5, Vibram Soul, I believe. Why does he talk again? Listen, you better go home because we're really busy working, but it's our yogurt night. Holding the door open for Ken. Bye-bye. Why is yogurt night so difficult? Ken leaves, and Vanessa walks over to Barry. His workplace is a mess. You poor thing. You've been at this for hours. Yes, and Adam was here. He's been a huge help. Frosting. How many sugars? Just one. I try not to use the completion, so why are you helping me? Bees have good qualities, and it takes my mind off the shop. Instead of flowers, people are giving balloon banquets now? Those are great if you're 3. And artificial flowers. Those just get me psychotic. Yeah, me too. Bent stingers, pointless pollination. Bees must hate those fake things. Nothing worse than a daffodil that's had work done. Maybe this could make up for it a little bit. This lawsuit's a pretty big deal. I guess. You want to go through with it? Am I sure? When I'm done with the humans, they won't be able to say, honey, I'm home without paying a royalty. Technically, that's been around for long enough, so royalties wouldn't work. So, I don't think you could do any of this legally. I mean, keep in mind, he couldn't even sue the entire honey branch, let alone the entirety of the human race. He would have to go through and individually send a lawsuit to every single person, not all of them at once. So, and Ken is the only sane person in this whole entire movie. It's an incredible scene here in downtown Manhattan, where the world anxiously awaits, because for the first time in history, we will hear ourselves if a honeybee can actually speak. What have you gotten into here, Barry? It's pretty big, isn't it? Looking out into hundreds of people around the courthouse. I can't believe how many humans don't work during the day. You think billion-dollar multinational food companies have good lawyers? Everybody needs to stay behind the barricade. A limousine drives up, and a fat man Leighton Montgomery, a honey industry owner, gets out and walks past Barry. What's the matter? I don't know. I just gotta chill. Fast forward in time and everyone is in the court. Well, if it isn't the B team. To honey industry lawyers, you boys work on this? All rise. The Honorable Judge Bumbleton proceeding. All right. Case number 4475, Superior Court, New York. Barry B. Benson, 5. The honey industry is now in session. Versus. Why did I read that wrong? 5? Mr. Montgomery, you're representing the 5 food companies collectively. A privilege. Mr. Benson, you're representing all the bees of the world. Everyone looks closely. They're waiting to see if a bee can really talk. Barry makes several buzzing sounds to sound like a bee. I'm kidding. Yes, Your Honor. We're ready to proceed. Mr. Montgomery, your opening statement, please. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my grandmother was a simple woman. Born on the farm, she believed it was man's divine right to benefit from the bounty of nature. God put before us, if we lived in the topsy-turvy world Mr. Benson imagines, just think of what it would mean. We would have to negotiate with the silkworm for the elastic in my breeches. Talk him, B. Montgomery walked over and looked closely at Barry. How do we know this isn't just some holographic motion picture capturing Hollywood wizardry? They could be using laser beams, robotics, ventriloquism, cloning. For all we know, he could be on steroids. Mr. Benson. Why do I go in all southern? I have no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no trickery here. I'm just an ordinary bee. Honey's pretty important to me. It's important to all bees. We invented it. We make it. And we protect it with our lives. Unfortunately, there are some in this room who think they can take it just because we're the little guys. I'm hoping that after this is all over, you'll see how by taking our honey, you're not only taking everything we have, but everything we are. I wish he'd dress up like that all the time. So nice. Call your first witness. So, Mr. Klaus Vanderhagen of Honey Farms. Big company you have. Suppose so. I see you also own Honeyburton and Horton. Yes, they provide beekeepers for our farms. Beekeepers? I find it a very disturbing term. I don't imagine you employ any bee freers, do you? No. I couldn't hear you. No. No, because you can't free bees, you keep bees. Not only that, but it seems that you thought a bear would be an appropriate image for a jar of honey, because they're very lovable creatures. Yogi Bear, Rosie Bear, Build-A-Bear. You mean like this? The bear from over the hedge barges through the back door and is roaring and standing on its hind legs. It is thrashing its claws and people are screaming. It's being held back by a guard who has the bear on a chain. I don't think that would be allowed in a courthouse. I'm just going to be honest. This seems like very, very, weird to me. I'm swapping to that because that's funny. Yep. No, I'm going to swap to that, yeah. All right. Pointing to the roaring bear. Bears kill bees. How'd you like his head crashing through your living room, biting into your couch, spitting out your throw pillows? Okay, that's enough. Take him away. The bear stops roaring and thrashing and walks out. So, Mr. Sting, thank you for being here. Your name intrigues me. Where have I heard it before? I was in a band. I was with a band called the Police. But you've never been a police officer, have you? No, I haven't. No, you haven't. So here we have another example of bee culture casually stolen by a human for nothing more than a prance about stage name. Oh, please. Have you ever been stung, Mr. Sting? Because I'm feeling a little stung. Sting, or should I say, Mr. Gordon M. Sumner? That's not his real name, you idiots. That's not his real name, ya idiots. Mr. Lolita, first, belated congratulations on your Emmy win for a guest part on ER in 2005? What is this? What is this movie? Thank you. I see from your resume you're devilishly handsome with a churning inner turmoil that's ready to blow. I enjoy what I do. Is that a crime? No, it isn't. But what is a crime for you to come here exploiting tiny helpless bees so you don't have to rehearse your part and learn your lines, sir? Watch it, Benson. I could blow right now. This isn't a good fella. This is a bad fella. Ray Lita loses it and tries to grab Barry. Why doesn't someone step on this creep and then we can all go home? Order in the court. I'm just losing all of my accents. You got it. Ari, I will drink water. Thank you for being worried about my health. Alright, we're all thinking it. Judge Bumbleton starts banging her oh, it's a girl, okay. Order, I say. Say it. Mr. Lolita, please sit down. We see a montage of magazines which feature the court case. Flash forward in time and Barry is back home with Vanessa. I think that was awfully nice of that bear to pitch in like that. I think the jury is on our side. Are we doing everything right now? Legally? I'm a florist. Right, well, here's to being a great team. To a great team. Ken walks in from work. He sees Barry and looks upset when he sees Barry clinking glasses with Vanessa. Well, hello. Hi, Ken. Hello. I didn't think you were coming. No, I was just late. I tried to call, but Ken holds up his phone and flips it open. The phone has no charge. The battery. I didn't want all this to go to waste, so I called Barry. Luckily, he was free. Oh, that's lucky. Ken sits down at the table across from Barry, and Vanessa leaves the room. There's little left. I could heat it up. Not taking his eyes off Barry. Yeah, heat it up. Sure. Whatever. So, I hear you're quite the tennis player. I'm not much for the game myself. The ball's a little grabby. That's, where I usually sit. Right. He points to where Barry is sitting. There. Vanessa calling from another room. Ken, Barry was just looking at your resume. He agreed with me that eating with chopsticks really isn't a special skill. To Barry. You think I don't see what you're doing? I know how hard it is to find the right job. We have that in common, do we? Bees have 100% employment, but we do the jobs like taking the crud out. Ken menacingly. That's just what I was thinking about doing. Ken reaches for a fork on the table, but it knocks onto the floor. He goes to pick it up. Ken, I let Barry borrow your razor for his fuzz. I hope that's all right. Ken quickly rises back after hearing this, but hits his head on the table and yells, I'm going to drain out the old stinger. Yeah, you do that. Barry flies past Ken to get to the bathroom, and Ken freaks out, splashing some of the wine he was using to cool his head with his eyes. He yells in anger. Barry looks at the magazine featuring his victories in court. Look at that. Barry flies into the bathroom. He holds his hand over his head, but this hurts him and makes it even more madder. He yells again. Barry is washing his hands in the sink, but then Ken walks in. You know what? I've just about had it. Closes the bathroom door behind him. With your little mind games. Ken is menacingly rolling up a magazine. Barry, backing away. What's that? Italian Vogue. Mamma mia, that's a lot of pages. That's a lot of ads. Remember what Van said? Why is your life more important than mine? That's funny. I can't seem to recall that. Ken smashes everything off the sink with the magazine, and Barry narrowly escapes. Ken follows Barry around and tries to hit him with the magazine, but keeps missing. Ken gets a spray bottle. I think something stinks in here. Barry, enjoying the spray. I love the smell of flowers. Ken holds a lighter in front of the spray bottle. How much do you like the smell of flames? Not as much. Ken fires off his makeshift flamethrower, but misses Barry, burning the bathroom. He torches the whole room, but loses his footing and falls into the bathtub. After getting hit in the head with falling objects 3 times, he picks up the shower head, revealing a water bug hiding under it. Water bug? I'm not taking... Oh, why does it say... Well, water bug literally says water bug. Barry gets up out of a pile of bathroom supplies. He's wearing a chapstick hat. Ken. I'm wearing a chapstick hat. This is pathetic. Ken switches the shower head to lethal. I've got issues. Ken sprays Barry with the shower head, and he crash lands into the toilet. Thank you for subscribing, both of you. Ken menacingly looks down at the toilet at Barry. Well. A royal flush. You're bluffing. Am I? Flushes toilet. Barry grabs the chapstick from the toilet seat and uses it to surf into the flushing toilet. Surf's up, dude. Barry flies out of the toilet on the chapstick and sprays Ken's face with the toilet water. That bowl is gnarly. Aiming a toilet cleaner at Barry, except for those dirty yellow rings. Barry cowers and covers his head, and Vanessa runs in and takes the toilet cleaner from Ken just before he hits Barry. Kenneth, what are you doing? You know, I didn't even like honey. I don't even eat it. We need to talk. He's just a little bee, and it happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time. Long time? What are you talking about? Are there other bugs in your life? No, but there are other things that are bugging me in life, and you're one of them. Fine, talking bees, no yoga night. My nerves are fried from riding on this emotional roller coaster. Goodbye, Ken. Ken huffs and walks out, slamming the door. But suddenly he walks back in and stares at Barry. And for your information, I prefer sugar-free artificial sweeteners made by man. Thank you for subscribing. Swapping that. Ken leaves again, and Vanessa leans towards Barry. I'm sorry about all that. Ken walks back in again. I know it's got aftertaste. I like it. Ken leaves for the last time. I always felt there was some kind of barrier between Ken and me. I couldn't overcome it. Oh well. Thank you for subscribing. Are you okay for the trial? I believe Mr. Montgomery is about out of ideas. Flash forward in time, Barry and Adam and Vanessa are back in court. We would like to call Mr. Barry B. Benson to the stand. Good idea. You can really see why he's considered one of the best lawyers. Barry stares at Adam. Yeah. Leighton, you've got to weave some sort of magic with this jury, or else it's all going to be over. Sorry. Don't worry. The only thing I have to do is turn this jury around to remind them what they don't like about bees. You got the tweezers? Are you allergic? Only to losing, son, only to losing. Mr. Benson B., I'd ask what I think we'd all like to know. What exactly is your relationship? Points to Vanessa. To that woman. We're friends. Good friends. Yes. How good? Do you live together? Wait a minute. Are you her little bed bug? Adam's stinger begins vibrating. He is agitated. I've seen a bee documentary or two. From what I understand, doesn't your queen give birth to all the bee children? Yeah, but Montgomery pointing to Janet and Martin. So those aren't your real parents. Oh, Barry. Yes, they are. Hold me back. Vanessa tries to hold Adam back. He wants to sting Montgomery. So, you're an illegitimate bee, aren't you, Benson? He's denouncing bees. Don't y'all date your cousins? Montgomery leans over on the jury and stares at Adam. Objection! Vanessa raises her hand to object, but Adam gets free. He flies straight at Montgomery. I'm gonna pincushion this guy. Adam, don't! That's what he wants! Adam stings Montgomery in the butt and starts stinging around. Oh, I'm hit! Oh, lordy, I'm hit! Judge Bambleton banging gravel. Order, order! Montgomery overreacting. The venom is coursing through my veins. I haven't been felled by a winged beast of destruction. You see, you can't treat them like equals. They're striped savages. Stinging's the only thing they know. It's their way. Adam, stay with me. I can't feel my legs. Montgomery, overreacting and throwing his legs around the room. What angel of mercy will come forth to struck this poison from my heaving buttocks? I will have order in this court. Order, order, please. Flash forward in time, we see a human news reporter. The case of the honeybees versus the humans race took a pointed turn against the bees yesterday when one of their legal teams stung Leighton T. Montgomery. Adam is laying in a hospital bed as Barry flies around to see him. Hey, buddy. Hey, is there much pain? Yeah, I blew the whole case, didn't I? It doesn't matter. What matters is you're alive. You could have died. I'd be better off dead. Look at me. A small plastic sword is replaced as Adam's stinger. They got it from the cafeteria downstairs. And a tuna sandwich. Look, there's celery still on it. Flicks off the celery and sighs. What was it like to sting someone? I can't explain it. It was all adrenaline and then... ecstasy. Okay. All right. You think it was all a trap? Of course. I'm sorry. I flew us right into this. What were we thinking? Look at us. We're just a couple of bugs in the world. What will the humans do with us when they win? I don't know. I hear they have put roaches in motels. That doesn't sound so bad. Adam, they check in, but they don't check out. Oh my. Could you get a nurse to close that window? Why? The smoke. We can see two humans are smoking cigarettes outside. Bees don't smoke. Right, bees don't smoke. Bees don't smoke, but some bees are smoking. That's it. That's our case. It is? We're not all over? Get dressed. We've got to go somewhere. Go back to the court and stall. Stall any way you can. Flash forward in time and Adam was making a paper boat in the courtroom. And I'm assuming you've done step 29 correctly. You're ready for the tub. We see that the jury have all made their own paper boats after being taught by Adam. They all look confused. Mr. Flamin, yes, Your Honor. Where is the rest of your team? Well, Your Honor, it's interesting. Bees are trained to fly haphazardly. As a result, we don't make very good time. I actually heard a funny story about Your Honor. Haven't these ridiculous bugs taken up enough of the court's valuable time? How much longer will we be allowed to have these absurd shenanigans go on? They have presented no compelling evidence to support their charges against my clients who run legitimate businesses. I move for a complete dismissal of this entire case. Mr. Flamin, I'm afraid I'm going to have to consider Miss Montgomery's motion. But you can't. We have a terrific case. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Show me the smoking gun. Barry flies to the door. Hold it! Your Honor! Want a smoking gun? Here's your smoking gun. Vanessa walks in, holding a bee smoker. She sets it down on the judge's podium. What is that? It's a bee smoker. Montgomery picks up smoker. Why, it's a harmless little contraption, this. Couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a bee. Montgomery accidentally fires it at the bees. In the crowd, they faint and cough. Dozens of reporters begin taking pictures of the suffering bees. Look at what is happening at the bees who have never been asked, smoking or non. This is what nature intended for us, to be forcibly addicted to smoke machines and not man-made wooden slat work camps, for living out the rest of our lives as honey slaves to the... I'm not gonna read that. That sounds really weird. What are we gonna do? He's playing the species card. Ladies and gentlemen, free the bees. Please free the bees. Free the bees, free the bees, free the bees, free the bees. The court finds it in favor of the bees. This is not how law works. Who taught them law? That's not at all what would happen. Okay, but fine. Vanessa, we won! I knew you could do it. High five! Vanessa hits Barry hard because her hand is too big. Sorry, I'm okay. You know what this means? All the honey will finally belong to the bees. Now we won't have to work so hard all the time. This is unholy provision of the balance of nature, Benson. You will regret this. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully I'm near the end. Hopefully. I have been talking for so long. Alright. Barry, how much honey is out there? Alright, one at a time. Barry, who are you wearing? My sweater is Ralph Lauren. I have no pants. Barry flies outside with a paparazzi, and Adam and Vanessa stay back. To Vanessa, what if Montgomery's right? What do you mean? We've been living the bee wave for a long time, 27 million years. Flash forward in time and Barry is talking to a man. Congratulations on your victory. What you demand is a settlement. First, we demand a shutdown of all bee work camps. As Barry is talking, we see a montage of several men putting clothes tape over the work camps and freeing the bees inside the crappy apartments. That is a literal word on the script. I read it. I am not allowed to get in trouble because I read it off of the thing. I have a thing. It's good. There's 25 to 30 minutes left of the movie. How? Then we want the honey that was ours to begin with. Every last drop. Men in suits are pushing all the honey of the aisle into carts. We demand an end to the glorification of a bear of anything more. We see a statue of a bear-shaped honey container being pulled down by bees. Then a filthy, smelly, bad breath stink machine. We're all aware of what they do in the woods. We see a Winnie the Pooh sharing his honey with Piglet in the crosshairs of high-tech sniper rifle. Wait for my signal. Take him out! Winnie gets hit by a tranquilizer dart and dramatically falls off the log he was standing out. His tongue hanging out. Piglet looks at Pooh in fear as the sniper takes the honey. He'll have nausea for a few hours, then it'll be fine. What? And we will no longer tolerate B-negative nicknames. Mr. Singh is sitting at home until he is taken out of his house by men in suits. It's just a prance-about stage name. Unnecessary inclusion of honey in the bogus health products and la-ti-dum human tea time snack garment. An old lady is mixing honey into her tea, but suddenly men in suits smash her face down on a table and take the honey. I can't breathe. A honey truck pulls up to Barry's hive. Bring it in, boys. Bring it in. There. Tap it. Tons of honey is being pumped into the hive storage. Honey overflows from the cup. Mr. Buswell, we just passed 3 cups, and there's gallons more coming. I think we need to shut down. Shut down? We've never shut down honey production. Stop making honey. All the bees leave their stations. 2 bees run into a room where they put the key in the machine. Turn your key, sir. 2 worker bees dramatically turn their key, which opens the button which they press, shutting down the honey-making machines. This is the first time this has ever happened. What do we do now? Flash forward in time, and a bee is about to jump into a pool full of honey. Cannonball! The bee gets stuck in the honey, and we get a short montage of bees leaving work. We see the pollen jocks flying out, but one of them gets a call on his antenna. We're shutting down honey production. Mission abort. Boarding pollination and nectar detail, returning to base. The pollen jocks fly back to the hive. We get a time-lapse of Central Park slowly wilting away as all the bees relax. Adam, you won't believe how much honey was out there. Oh yeah? What's going on? Where is everybody? The entire street is deserted. Are they out celebrating? They're home. They don't know what to do. Laying out, sleeping in. I heard your Uncle Carl was on his way to San Antonio with a cricket. At least we got our honey back. Sometimes I think, what if humans liked our honey? Who wouldn't? It's the greatest thing in the world. I was excited to be part of making it. This was my new desk. This was my new job. I wanted to do it really well, and now I can't. Flash forward in time, and Barry is talking to Vanessa. I don't understand why they're not happy. I thought their lives would be better. They're doing nothing. It's amazing. Honey really changes people. You don't have any idea what's going on, do you? What do you want to show me? Vanessa takes Barry to the rooftop, where they first had coffee, and points to her store. This, she points to her flowers. They're all gray and wilting. What happened here? That's not the half of it. A small flash forward in time, and Vanessa and Barry are on the roof of the store, and she points out to Central Park. We see that Central Park is no longer green and colorful. It's rather gray, brown, and dead-like. It's very depressing to look at. Oh no, they're all wilting. Doesn't look good, does it? No. And whose fault do you think that is? I'm gonna guess bees. Bees? Specifically me. If I didn't think the bees needing to make honey would affect all those things. It's not just flowers. Fruits, vegetables, they all need bees. That's part of our all SAT test right there. Take away the produce, it affects the entire animal kingdom. And then, of course, the human species. So if there's no more pollination, it could all go south from here, couldn't it? I know, and this is also partially my fault. How about a suicide pact? How do we do it? I'll sting you, you step on me. That just kills you twice. Right. Listen, Barry. Sorry, but I gotta get going. Vanessa leaves, Barry to himself. Thank you for subscribing. I had to open my mouth and talk. Vanessa, why are you leaving? Where are you going? Vanessa gets into a taxi. The final tournament of roses, parade, and pandema. They've moved this to this weekend because all the flowers are dying. It's the last chance I'll ever have to see it. Vanessa, I just want to say I'm sorry. I never meant for it to turn out like this. I know, me neither. The taxi starts to drive away. The tournament of roses. Roses can't do sport. Wait a minute. Roses? Vanessa! Roses? Barry? Barry is flying outside the window of the taxi. Roses are flowers. Yes, they are. Flowers, bees, pollen. Yeah, I know. This is why it's the last parade. Maybe not. Could you ask him to slow down? Could you slow down? The taxi driver screeches to a stop, and Barry keeps flying forward. Barry! Barry flies back into the window. Okay, I made a huge mistake. This is a total disaster. All my fault. Yeah, it kind of is. I've ruined the planet. I just wanted to help you with the flower shop. I've made it worse. Actually, it's completely closed down. I thought you were remodeling, but I have another idea, and it's greater than all of my previous ideas combined. I don't want to hear it. All right, they have roses and roses of pollen. I know every bee, plant, and flower bud in this park. All we gotta do is what they want to get what they've got. Bees, park, pollen, flowers, repollination. Across the nation, tournament of roses, Pasadena, California. They've got nothing but flowers, floats, cotton candy. Security will be tight. I have an idea. Flash forward in time. Vanessa's about to board the plane, which has all the roses on board. Vanessa Bloom, FTD, holdout badge. Official floral business. It's real. Sorry, ma'am. Nice brooch. Thank you. It's a gift. Barry is revealed to be hiding inside the brooch. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to believe it's brooch. Once inside, we just gotta pick the right float. How about Princess and the Pea? I could be the princess, you could be the pea. Yes, I got it. Where should I sit? What are you? I believe I'm the pea. The pea? It goes under the mattress. Not in this fairy tale, sweetheart. I'm getting the marshal. You do that. This whole parade is a fiasco. Let's see what this baby'll do. Vanessa drives the float through traffic. Hey, what are you doing? Then all we need to do is blend in with traffic without arousing suspicion. Once at the airport, there's no stopping us. Flash forward in time. Barry and Vanessa are about to get on the plane. Stop, security! You and your insect pack, your float, yep, has been in your possession the entire time. Yep, would you remove your shoes? To Barry, remove your stinger? It's a part of me. I know, I'm just having some fun. Enjoy your flight. Barry, plotting with Vanessa. If it goes lucky, we'll have just enough pollen to do the job. Flash forward in time. Barry and Vanessa are flying on the plane. I can't believe how lucky we are. We have just enough pollen to do the job. I think this is gonna work. It's got to work. Sorry if I'm rushing this. I really want to finish. So that's a thing. I really, really, really want to be done. Why? How are there 61 people watching me read a stupid B movie? This makes no sense. Huh? I'm not finished, but I'm super close. My eyes hurt. Oh, it seems like I'm over-exaggerating, but it's not. Oh. Alright. See you, dude. Yes. I wish I could, but no. I've got to finish it. Yeah, we've totally finished the B movie. Totally. Captain Scott on the intercom. Attention passengers. I'm reusing voices because I don't have anything else, but I'm gonna reuse voices, so, yeah. Attention passengers, this is, Captain Scott. We have a bit of, bad weather in New York. Looks like we'll experience a couple hours delay. Barry, these cut flowers with no water. They'll never make it. I gotta get up there and talk to him. Be careful. Barry flies right outside the cockpit door. Can I get help with my Sky Mall magazine? I'd like to order a talking inflatable nose, ear, and trimmer. Flight attendant opens the door and walks out. Barry flies into the cockpit unseen. Captain, I'm in a real situation. What'd you say, Hal? Nothing. Scott notices Barry and freaks out. B! No, don't freak out. My entire species. Captain Scott gets out of his seat and tries to suck Barry into the handheld vacuum. What are you doing? Barry lands on Hal's hair, but Scott sees him. He tries to suck up Barry, but instead he sucks up Hal's toupee. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, I'm an attorney. Hal doesn't know Barry's on his head. Who's an attorney? Don't move. Scott hits Hal in the face with the vacuum in an attempt to hit Barry. Hal is knocked out and falls onto the life raft button, which launches an inflatable boat onto Scott, who gets knocked out and falls on the floor. They are both unconscious. There isn't an inflatable raft button on a plane. I'm so confused. Barry, to himself. Oh, Barry, on intercom with a sudden accent. Good afternoon, passengers. This is your captain. Would a Miss Vanessa Bloom in 24B please report to the cockpit? Vanessa looks confused. Please hurry. Vanessa opens the door to see the life raft and two unconscious pilots. What happened here? I tried to talk to them, and then there was a dustbuster, a toupee, a life raft exploded. Now one's bald in the boat, and they're both unconscious. Was that a joke? No one's flying the plane. But the radio, this is JFK Control Tower, flight, 356. What is your status? This is Vanessa Bloom. I'm a florist from New York. Where's the pilot? He's unconscious. And so is the co-pilot. Not good. Does anyone on board have a flight experience? As a matter of fact, there is. Who's that? Barry Benson. From the honey trial? Oh. Great. Vanessa, this is nothing more than a big metal bee. It's got giant wings, huge engines. I can't fly a plane. Why not? Isn't John Travolta a pilot? Yes. How hard could it be? Vanessa sits down and flies for a little bit. We see lightning clouds outside the window. Wait, Barry, we're heading for some lightning. An ominous lightning storm looms in front of the plane. We're watching the B News. This is Bob Humble. We have some late breaking news from JFK Airport, where a suspenseful scene is developing. Barry Benson, fresh from legal victory, that's Barry, is attempting to land a plane loaded with people, flowers, and an incapacitated flight crew. Ugh. The scene switches to human news. We have a storm in the area and 2 individuals at the controls with absolutely no flight experience. Wait a minute, there's a bee on that plane. I'm quite familiar with Mr. Benson and his no-account compromads. They've done enough damage. Isn't he your only hope? Technically, a bee shouldn't be able to fly at all. Their wings are too small. Barrett through the radio. Haven't we heard this a million times? The surface of their wings and their body mass make no sense. Get this on the air. Got it. Stand by. We're going live. Barry through radio on TV. The way we work is a mystery to you. We make honey. Takes a lot of bees doing a lot of small jobs. But let me tell you about small jobs. If you do it well, it makes a big difference. More than we realize, to us, to everyone. That's why I want to get bees back to working together. That's the bee way. We're all not made of jello. Get behind a fellow, black and yellow. Hello! The scene switches and Barry is teaching Vanessa how to fly, right? How does he know how to fly? Right, left, down, hover. Hover? Forget hover. This isn't so hard. Pretending to honk the horn. Beep, 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 beep. A lightning bolt hits the plane. The autopilot turns off. Barry, what happened? Wait, I think we're on autopilot the whole time. That might have been helping me. And now we're not, so it turns out I cannot fly a plane. The plane plummets, and we see Lou Diva and the pollen jocks along with multiple other bees flying towards the plane. All of you, let's get behind this fellow. Move it. Move out. The scene switches back to Vanessa and Barry on the plane. Only chance is to do what I do. Copy me from the wings of the plane. Barry sticks out his arms like an airplane, flies back in front of Vanessa's face. Don't have to yell. I'm not yelling. We're in a lot of trouble. It's very hard to concentrate with that panicky tone in your voice. It's not a tone. I'm panicking. I can't do this. Barry slaps Vanessa. Vanessa, pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. Vanessa slaps Barry. You have to snap out of it. Barry snaps Vanessa. You snap out of it. You snap out of it. You snap out of it. We see the pollen jocks are flying under the plane. You snap out of it. 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 Hold it. Why? Come on, it's my turn. How's the plane flying? The plane is now safely flying. I don't know. Barry's antenna rings like a phone. Barry picks it up. Hello? Benson, got any flowers for a happy occasion through there? All the pollen jocks are carrying the plane. The pollen jocks. They do get behind a fellow, black and yellow. Hello? All right, let's drop this tin can on the blacktop. Where? I can't see anything. Can you? No, nothing. It's all cloudy. Come on, you've got to think bee, Barry. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. On the runway, there are millions of bees lying on their back. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Wait a minute. I'm feeling something. What? I don't know. It's strong, pulling me like 27-million-year-old instinct. Bring the nose down. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Control tower operate. What in the world is on the tarmac? Get some lights on that. It's revealed that all the bees are organized into a giant pulsating flower formation. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Vanessa, aim for the flower. Okay, out the engines. We're going all on bee power. Ready, boys? Affirmative. Good, good. Easy now. That's it. Land on the flower. Ready? Full reverse. Spin it around. Thank you for subscribing. The plane's nose is pointed at a flower painted on a nearby plane. Not that flower, the other one. Which one? That flower! The plane is now pointed at a fat guy in a flowered shirt. He freaks out and tries to take a picture of the plane. I'm aiming at the flower. That's a fat guy in a flowered shirt. I mean the giant pulsating flower made of millions of bees. The plane hovers over the bee flower. Pull forward, nose down, tail up, rotate around it. This is insane, Barry. I know, it's the only way I know how to fly. Am I a chewing, or is the plane flying in a giant insect-like pattern? The plane is unrealistically hovering and spinning over the bee flower. Get your nose down there. Don't be afraid. Smell it. Full reverse. Just drop it. Be part of it. Aim for the center. Now reverse. Drop it. Drop it in, woman. Come on already. Be scattered as the plane safely lands. Barry, we did it. You taught me how to fly. Yes. Vanessa, about to high-five Barry. No high-five. Right. Barry, it worked. Did you see the giant flower? What giant flower? Where? Of course I saw the flower. That was genius. Thank you. We're not done yet. Listen, everyone. This runway is covered with the last pollen from the last flowers available anywhere on Earth. What? That means this is our last chance. We are the only ones who know how to make funny, pollinate flowers, and dress like this. If we're going to survive as a species, then this is our moment. What do you say? Are we going to be bees? Or just Museum of Natural History keychains? We're bees. Bees who like keychains. Keychains! Then follow me, accept keychain. Hold on, Barry, you've earned this. Yeah, I'm a pollen jock, and it's the perfect fit. All I gotta do are the sleeves. The pollen jock throws Barry a nectar collecting gun. Barry catches it. Oh yeah, that's our Barry. Here comes the sun and starts playing. Barry and the pollen jocks get pollen from the flowers on the plane. Flash forward in time, and the pollen jocks are flying over New York City. Barry pollinates the flowers in Vanessa's shop and heads to Central Park. Boy in the park. Mom, the bees are back. Adam putting on his crewman hat. If anybody needs to make a call, now's the time. I've got a feeling we'll be working late tonight. The bee honey factories are back up and running. Meanwhile, at Vanessa's shop. Here's your change. Have a great afternoon. Can I help you? Who's next? Would you like to buy some honey with that? It's bee approved. Don't forget bees. There's a room in the shop where Barry does legal work for other animals. He is currently talking with a cow. Milk, cream, cheese, it's all me. I don't see a nickel. Sometimes it feels I'm just a piece of meat. I had no idea. Barry, I'm sorry. Have you got a moment? Would you excuse me? My mosquito associates will help you. Most Bud. Sorry I'm late. He's loyal too. Ma'am, I was already a blood-sucking parasite. All I needed was a briefcase. Have a great afternoon, Barry. I just got this huge tulip order, and I can't get them anywhere. No problem, Vinny. Just leave it to me. You're a lifesaver, Barry. Can I help who's next? All right, scramble jocks, time to fly. Thanks, Barry. Ken walks into the sidewalk on the sidewalk and sees the bee-approved honey in Vanessa's shop. That bee is living my life. Let it go, Kenny. When will this nightmare end? Let it go. Beautiful day to fly. Sure is. Between you and me, I was dying to get out of that office. Barry recites the scene near the beginning of the movie where he flies through the box kite, and the movie fades to black when the credits begin. That's it. That's the entire thing. Thank you. It was... Yes, if you want to watch the Bee Movie for free, you can. I will not read the credits. That is not a thing I'm going to be doing. I don't even have the credits. I'm not reading the credits. Oh no. I'm not reading every single thing. Ah. So that has been me reading the entire Bee Movie script. I have been talking for 2 hours. And so, many of you guys already know that I posted a video earlier today I'm gonna be talking about that. So that's a thing. I'm not reading the credits, but you can do questions and stuff with that. So if I don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. Basically, go and watch the newest video, which is an animated comic, and then leave questions for the OCs, and I will put your comment as like a little shout out thing, I don't know, in the video. So that's a thing. I don't know, I'm just trying to get comments because so far I have got no questions, and I'm very upsetty spaghetti. If you don't leave any comments, I will not read Shrek. If you do, I will read Shrek, maybe. I don't know. Oh, maybe that would be kind of funny if I just read entire scripts as live streams a bunch. But anyway, thank you all guys so much for coming on this stream. I am out of breath. I can barely breathe. I've drunk 2 full things of water. And yes, I do have a Discord. It should be in the link in the description. And most of my things, I'll put it in the, thank you for subscribing. I will put it in the chat for you, because I'm nice. Discord, go brr. And join it. And that's basically it. I will not do... Maybe I will do scripts for milestones. I don't know. But anyway, that's all. Join my Discord. Leave questions for my characters. Yes, I agree. I agree. 10,000%. And that's all. I'm gonna go sleep for a quintillion nights if I can ever turn this off. I've been trying to turn it off for forever, so that's it. Bye, dudes. Have a great night. See y'all.